Treyarch releases its double XP event for all game modes, but they also surprise us with the half-off tier system and the contraband. Now, this is a returning feature that we actually had a couple of weeks ago, but also, too, the black market also is 50% off on all items. So I want to give you guys my opinion on what I think about this, because really, if you're somebody that had bought this stuff before the 50%, I would be pissed, too. Hey, what's going on, guys? Butterball here. Welcome back to the channel. And this video, I do have a co-pilot right now. Tony Lynn is sitting on my lap. She's my beautiful baby girl. And she was crying, so I was like, you know what? You can sit on Daddy's lap as he makes this video. So if you hear her crying and cooing in this video, it's just her. She's the cutest damn thing I've ever seen. I love you. Daddy loves you. Mwah. Alright, so let's get into the topic of the video, but first, before I actually get into it, if you guys don't know yet right now, double XP is happening in multiplayer Blackout as well as Zombies, and there is also double XP in weapons. So if you guys are wanting to level up your weapons, it is definitely a great time to actually level them up and get all the attachments for them, and get their operator mods if you have not done that yet. Alright, so let's get into the topic of today's video, and that is... So right now, if you guys don't know yet, and if you haven't jumped on yet, right now there's apparently there's a sale going on, and not only the black market, but there's also 50% off tiers in the contraband system. Now, this is something that was unannounced. Nobody knew exactly that this event was coming up. I kind of had a feeling that it was coming up just because, you know, a lot of sales were probably happening with, you know, not only PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 with sales of Black Ops 4, but I think Treyarch wanted to find one more way of cashing in on the holiday season, and this was the best time to do it because everybody's off on the Christmas vacation, everybody's off for New Year's and whatnot, but also a lot of people probably got a lot of money for Christmas and for the holiday season, so this is another cash grab that they can do for the tier system. So if you actually go into the tier system right now in the contraband, you can see that you can get tiers half off. Right now, that is the only way that you're actually seeing some gameplay with the Swan. I did fork over actually 40 bucks to get up all the tiers up to 100 so I can actually use some of these guns, because you know what, if it's half off, in my opinion, I don't really have a big deal with actually spending money on getting half off price tiers. If I was paying the full almost a $80 to $100 price to actually unlock some of these things, I have a huge problem with that. But when it's actually 50% off, I don't have a problem with that. However, there was one thing that actually happened in the contraband system, is that it's also 50% off as well. Now again, this was not an announced event, you know, just like the XP for all game modes, multiplayer, Zombies, as well as Blackout, that was an announced event that was actually coming to Black Ops 4. That's what everybody was tracking that was going to be happening this weekend up until January 1st. However, the tier system and being able to get half off price on not only Black Market but also the contraband system was unannounced. Now again, this is not a big surprise. This you know, an unannounced you know, event has happened like this before with the tier system, with it being 50% off. However, I definitely have seen a lot of people right now getting really upset about the black market system, because some players have already paid their, you know, $8, you know, the 800 COD points to get some of these tier reward, the black market rewards. And now they're 50% off, so now they've wasted some of their COD points in getting that. So I can definitely see where they're actually upset, because again, nobody knew that this event was coming up. Nobody knew that a sale was coming up. Usually, if I'm kind of going off of just like the regular market, a little regular capitalism that all these companies do, is that they've actually announced when their sales are coming in, because with the announcement of a sale, you actually get more people interested in buying your product. I know, Tony. I'm trying to tell him. You let him. You tell him, huh? You tell him? No, I'll tell him. So what I guess I'm getting at is a lot of other businesses out here. I mean, you know, you have all these different types of businesses around the Christmas time announcing, you know, 50% off. There's all these great deals going on around the Christmas time, and you know that deals are going on, and a lot of people are going to be up for saving their money and waiting to the deals to actually buy the products. However, for Treyarch, this was an unannounced sale going on, and some people wasted their money prior to this sale. Again, I think some people are arguing this, and I would probably agree with most of them, is that again, Treyarch and Activision are trying to milk every single dollar that they possibly can out of players. So again, they're not going to announce this event so they can have players go ahead and buy some of these full price cosmetics, and some of these players that are buying the full price tier system. Again, I don't really have too much of a problem. If it's half price off, I got it. I will fork over some money to actually unlock some of these things, because I want to play with them now. I want to play with them right away, and I don't have a big deal if it's going to be, you know, 50 cents a tier. However, I do have a huge problem when it comes to the black market, because again, it's an unannounced sale, and players don't know that they're going to be having a chance or having an opportunity to play half price off on some of their cosmetics. I mean, if I was in that boat where I could actually save a couple of dollars waiting a little bit to actually buy some of the cosmetics in the game, I would. One of the problems that I actually had was I bought not only the Shaman for Crash, but I also bought the D-Day reactive camo, and I also bought the other weapons camo. I can't know exactly the name off the top of my head. However, I bought all of those things at full price. However, if I would have known that there was a 50% off event coming this weekend, I definitely would have saved my COD points. However, we did not know that. And I'm thinking kind of off the cuff of the way that Treyarch is kind of doing this. I feel like it's just kind of a scummy way of being able to sell cosmetics. Even Tony thinks it is kind of a scummy way of doing things, because not only, so you have this sale in the black market, you have the 50% off in the tier system. However, in the contraband orders, if you actually go over to that, those are not 50% off. Those are the full price for those different cosmetics. So again, why do two of the things out of the 3 selections for the black market have 50% off, but not that last order selection screen? So again, it's really not, again, the sale is not making sense to me whatsoever, besides the fact that they are wanting to try to milk every cent, every dollar possible out of players to just making a profit off this game. I know that Treyarch is going to be making a profit off this game if they're selling 50% off tier system. I know there's more players like me that have no problem whatsoever, you know, forking over a couple of bucks to actually pay for half price things in the game. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the money breakdown would be for, you know, the cosmetics you're actually getting in this game for full price to half price, and what the value of those things would be with like labor and whatnot. But to me, I do see that there is kind of a deal with those cosmetics and wanting to actually wear them as a player and use the weapons in the game, because again, there's a lot of guns in this game. Well, at least the two, the SMG and the AR, that I want to use. I want to level up and have a lot of fun and show you guys gameplay of that. And I do see that Treyarch is going to be doing this more and more often with weapons, with cosmetics, and again, more unannounced, you know, double merit event, or not merit events, but tier events. That, to me, as a player, as somebody that is wanting to do content, wanting to show you guys, you know, different gameplay and whatnot of different things, it makes me, as somebody that is wanting to actually save their money, going, hey, you know what, you know, there's new cosmetics out here, I'm going to save my COD points, or I'm going to save my money and wait till it's half price off, because that is the way that Treyarch is doing it. I know, Tony, I know, you tell them. But again, I see where Treyarch is doing with this. I think that they're going to make a lot more money with this 50% off thing. Like a lot of players are, again, are like me, that are going to be buying more cosmetics with this 50% off deal. Again, I really do think it is kind of a scummy way of them doing things. Hell, even Prestige's Key actually, you know, was really pissed off that, you know, he bought the full price items not knowing that a 50% off event was coming to the weekend. I imagine he would have been the same as other players, being able to sell. Oh goodness, Greg, Tony Lynn, you got some pipes on you, girl. He made me lose focus, baby girl. He probably would have been like other players like myself that would actually been saving up money if he knew that this event was happening. So I would love to get your guys' opinion about this. Again, the sale's going on right now. I think it's going to be lasting up until January 1st. Again, it was unannounced. You had double XP for multiplayer zombies and double merits for Blackout. Everybody knew that that was coming up for the weekend, for the New Year's Day weekend. But nobody knew about this tier system. So again, I would love to know what your guys' opinion on this. I would love to know what you guys think about this unannounced, you know, double tier progression, half price off in black market. I want to know what your guys' opinion on that. Are you somebody that you want, if it actually is 50% off, do you have a problem whatsoever with shelling out money to actually get some of the cosmetics as well as the weapons that are in the tier system when it's 50% off? So again, 2 questions. What do you guys think about the unannounced announcement, or I guess event, as well as is this, you know, are you more willing to shell out money for this event when it's 50% off towards the cosmetics and the weapons? I would love to know your opinion. Again, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for baby girl first screaming in your eye. I apologize about that, but again, she's the most beautiful baby in the world. That was my little revenge in that match. I was pretty happy about that. Thank you, Mantis. I do appreciate you. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop me a like. Let me in the comments below what you guys think. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time.